Hi, I'm back. It's 3:37 p.m. So today I have a lot of information to share. So now, as of today, it seems like I got a lot going on. So where do I even start? I'm sleep deprived. Didn't get to fall asleep until I think well, last night, my first attempt to try to go to bed or go to sleep was like before 10 o'clock, but then I tried again at 11 and was twisting and turning and couldn't sleep all the way until sometime this morning, definitely after 5 o'clock. Then I woke up. It was about I think today was one of those days I didn't even get to fall asleep until after daylight, which was probably after 6:30 or something. And excuse me, I woke up. It was like 10:30, and I probably woke up before 10:30, but didn't check my phone right away. And and you know, I checked my online messages and stuff, and like I always do in the morning. And I got up, took the Uber, and went downtown to get my mail. And riding to the post office, I got like maybe two vehicles with one headlight. And then after on the way back, it wasn't until I got closer to this motel. It was like after we passed that Family Dollar, then I started ending up getting like a whole bunch of one headlight and funny headlight gang stalking and stuff like that. So I didn't even get to eat until after 2:30, probably 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. And I felt bad because, see, when I didn't know how little bit of money I was going to have left over after those Uber rides. So I haven't had fast food, like mainstream fast food. I try to avoid it and try to stay away from it. And you know how it is when you don't have much money. So felt like I was starving. I was so hungry. So I ordered, fast food because I was trying to get something under $10 because that was all I really had. And I'm glad everything went well. I'm glad they didn't really hurt me really or anything like that. And so but I felt bad because like how when you eat something, it's like thinking, well, wow, I haven't had this in a long time. I miss eating like this. This tastes so good. And then after you're done eating, then you feel physically, you don't really feel good. Like you start to feel kind of sick after you ate it. So well, I had the pick 5 from Crystal and also a little dessert. And so I don't even want to, I had like the 3 little Crystal cheeseburgers with the small fry and a small drink and a sundae or whatever. And because that was what I had a little money for. So and then after that I had just like $1.91 in the bank. And that was like under $10, plus it was free delivery, but then you got the service fees and stuff, but like the taxes and service fees. So I'm most of the time be trying to stay away from fast food, but in my situation, I only have a microwave and in the fridge. I don't have where I can actually cook. So, but I tried to panhandle. I mean, I got $10 plus maybe $11 and some change in cash, and I was saving that for laundry. And so, for dinner, I'm gonna have the packaged rice and beans and a leftover canned chicken. That's what my plan for dinner is. So you know, but I be trying to avoid and stay away from fast food, and the healthier stuff being like $20 and $30. So but this was just a one-time thing, and so I as I said, I be trying to eat healthy and trying to stay away from fast food unless it's like extreme or circumstances and stuff. So I got my mail today, and I keep forgetting that Social Security, their office is still closed here in Pensacola. So they keep sending me letters saying that I owe them back pay and I owe them money. But the thing is, I have worked from June through August of last year, and then September through December of last year. It's now February, and I have not gotten any SSI money, and they've been taking it out. So they've been already taking, and they've done this before. They'll try to say you owe them money when they were already taking out the money every month. So I don't owe them anything. But they sending me more, trying to say I owe them more money, and I have to, and then they want to do another review and this and that, and all this is going on that's stressful and overwhelming. So I got that over my head. So then, a lady from the Waterfront Mission called me up today saying that she was the manager, and nobody called me last week, but I went there yesterday, as y'all saw, and the guy was a perp and told me I didn't have mail or anything like that. So this lady, she said that she was the manager at Waterfront Mission. She called me from an Alabama phone number, and maybe my phone number was on file. And so she said, you called, she said you were, she said she was going to, calling me up to tell me about my tax returns from Sky Zone. And so she told me today, not long ago, maybe like 20 or 30 minutes ago, she called me up and told me that, forgive me for pausing because of fighting out unwanted intrusive thoughts. So she told me that they sent the mail back at Sky Zone. And she told me that the Brian guy didn't work there. So I said, well, how am I going to get... She said, well, get the police to go over there, with you and stuff, to go pick up your tax return. She said, because, if you don't turn in your taxes, you can go to prison or whatever. And it's like, I'm not the type of person who would, avoid taxes or evade taxes or anything like that. I'm not that type of person who, but I'm sitting here fighting to get my tax returns. But I made her aware of the workers there who play with my mail and keep lying and saying I don't have mail. But she said that they recently changed the policy over there. Well, the fact that they're abusive over there and play with my mail and play all kinds of psychological games and stuff, that's the reason why I don't even go over to the waterfront mission. So I couldn't get a hold of Sky Zone, and otherwise I would have been able to contact them and told them to send it to general delivery or wherever else. So she was telling me that they're racist over that they're hardcore racist over by that Sky Zone area. Well, they got a lot of black people who work there, and black and white. When I was working there, they were freaking perping me. I mean, almost every coworker was a perp last year. And I felt like Brian was abusing his so-called power and authority if he tried to say that I should be banned from banned from even going to Sky Zone for the rest of my life. He made that decision, and it's like he's like younger than me and only like 30 or 31 years old, and mentally, how was he able to be the manager? He ain't mentally got it all, like mentally off and slow. But he tried to play this slick game that when he walked up to me while I was on shift, and that was the first official day of my work, because I had a few unofficial days of work in there, and people didn't want to work, and they were always begging me on the app to fill in for them. So I was bossed around, controlled, and abused by people young enough to be my children. Like 20 years old. I'm 38 years old. You're 20. I could be your mother. And and so, the perps, the online perps, Star Bricker called up and told all kinds of whatever lies. And so what Brian did was pretended to be fake nice and said, well, hey, Candy, how you doing? How's your shift going? And, and how's your day? And I hope you're doing all right. And he's like, well, come to the office with me. And pretended to be fake nice. And then led me like the sheep to the slaughter. And then there was at least 3 police officers. One was quiet and didn't say anything. And the other 2 was playing good cop, bad cop. And the so-called good cop was saying you have done nothing wrong. And then the bad cop was an abusive bully, from the Escambia County Sheriffs. Not Pensacola Police, but Escambia County Sheriffs. And so the bully police asked Brian if he wanted to have me banned just for a year or have me banned for life. And Brian's like, yeah. So he's like, oh, so you're sure you want to have her banned for the rest of her life? And he's like, yeah. So when I tried to contact the Sky Zone headquarters, I couldn't get through to anybody at all to try to get any justice for the situation. I'm talking about what happened last year. So the lady from Waterfront Mission, she was telling me I should get the news involved, for how they act over at Sky Zone and stuff. And then people were saying it's dangerous. And other people have said that it's dangerous. And it's always shootings over there. A lot, it's a bad area over there. There are always shootings and crime over there. And teenagers shooting and killing each other over at Sky Zone area. So, so when I called up Sky Zone, the other females, they said they were managers. And they confirmed that Brian no longer works there. So this was more like a gang stalking setup what happened last year. As soon as I got that doggone job, I could have been had housing. So once I get my tax returns, they also ain't got to worry about me no more. But one of the managers was nice and supportive, but the other manager, she was acting like a weird perp. I don't know, acting like kind of bizarre and trying to tell me, well, you're going to have to go online to go get your taxes. I said, well, how? And I gave them the address to the general delivery. Where can I get my mail sent? And so the second manager, the first manager was very helpful, and she put me on hold, and then put me with the second manager, and the second manager was acting like a perp and playing all kinds of mind games, telling me that I have to go online. And I'm like, well, how? Go online? How? How can I get my tax returns online? Oh, well, you have to wait till the general manager comes in next week. And I said, well, why do I have to wait next week? Is she on vacation? Oh, no, she's just very, very busy right now. And so, I'm like, well, I need my taxes like this week, like soon as possible. It's just like, well, I'm not going to make no promises, but I'll try. Because, I mean, I don't even know if this is part of the gang stalking setup to try to make like Candy evades taxes or Candy doesn't pay her taxes and, stuff like that. Just trying to smear me even more. So, I'm fighting to get that. All I need is to get that last tax return and I'm done. So, I just need to get the Sky Zone tax return. And then after that, then I can go to filing my taxes. I don't even know how much money I'm going to get back or how little bit of money. Excuse me. But not last night, this morning with the little sleep that I did have, I was able to get me a little bit of sleep, and I had a dream that I got over 2,000. But I know that wouldn't be accurate. But I had a dream that I got over $2,000 back in tax return, in tax refunds. But I don't think I'm gonna get that much. I know I'm not gonna get that much. But then later on, on my regular news feed, on my Google news feed on my phone, they were having some people. They were trying to say that some people are gonna get over $2,000 or close to $3,000 in tax returns. But I know I don't think I've worked that much. Enough to get that much. So, but with the earned income tax credits, that probably can help me in few little areas. So but other than that, I don't know, cause I know that I have to look for and find a way where low income people can go get their taxes filed. So if I were, and which I know I won't, well, if I did, to get about $2,000 for in tax return, well, I'm not sure if that's enough money for me to get a car. But I'm not sure if that's enough money for me to get a car. The way they're raising prices on everything, I'm not sure if that's enough for me to get a car. But my mind is going blank. But $2,000, I would, go try to find me an apartment or a house to live in. But the landlords would probably reject me, saying that my overall monthly income with the Social Security is not enough money. Like, it doesn't meet that 3.5 times the rent. And I would like to be able to get to land a single house to rent or an apartment, but if, in which I know I won't get that much. I don't know how much I'm gonna get. I might get $500 or $600 back. I don't even know how much I'm gonna get. But if I were to get like $2,000, I would hate to just keep spending it on hotel and motel. I would hope that I could, get me either a car or a permanent home, a permanent apartment, or a small little house to rent. Or if y'all had any other ideas, or not ordering me around telling me what to do, but maybe some suggestions and ideas of how $2,000 could be spent on for once and for all to end my homeless situation, end my homelessness and bouncing around between the street, back and forth between the streets and random hotels and motels. And then I could get me like a work at home or work from home position, job opportunity. Or if I had a vehicle, I can be doing deliveries. Like Amazon Flex, DoorDash, some Instacart or something like that. So I'm just trying to survive day to day and end my situation. And each time like other targeted individuals have said this too, each time they come close to achieving their goal on their own, then a setup or entrapment or sabotage happens, and then they're back to lower than square one. So I said that when I was working at the YMCA downtown in 2019, I almost started to be able to be confident and comfortable enough. As soon as I started to feel confident and comfortable enough that I was in the works for trying to get me a $500 a month place to live, then they sabotaged my job and I ended up staying homeless. And other targeted individuals who knew me back in 2019, they know about that. The people who knew me from my original PsychWorld channel, they knew about that. And I've talked on my other channels, about what happened at the YMCA in 2000, the gang stalking setup, lies and false accusations to have me wrongfully fired and banned from my job. And so the perps want to make the false smear campaign, to lie and say that Candy's just lazy and don't want to work. She's preoccupied with money and food all the time, and she wants to live in luxury off of other people's backs. She's hoarding a lot of people's money in her storage unit, and talking about, oh, we got to find out what's in Candy's storage unit, or I'm going to get your storage unit taken away, and stuff like that. Just all kinds of stuff. So, as I keep saying, that they're angry that I won't make money their way. They don't want me to participate in, they don't want me to participate in just trying to serve the Lord. And then I get the attack from professed Christians that say, make it like I ain't serving them good enough. So, but the online perps and the regular perps in person, they want me to make money their way. They want me to be a perp. And I can't see myself hurting innocent people, especially knowing what I'm going through. And guess what? A growing number of people, since 5G racked up, a growing number of people starting to report that they're being targeted, irradiated, and burned, and victims of Havana syndrome. Ever since 5G cranked up. So, I got a little help today. A little more than a little bit of help. But, so, I'm still asking for more help to get to stay here another week. From this coming Friday all the way through the next Friday, March 4th, that week, I won't have to ask for, because my Social Security check will come. So, other than that, there was one insurance job that called me this morning, And well, yeah, late this morning or early this afternoon, an insurance job had called me, but I'm kind of scared because somebody said that it's a scam, but I don't know if it's legit or a scam. But I'm scared to take any chances. I don't want to be ripping people off from their Medicare and stuff like that. I don't want to participate in doing stuff like that. So, I don't know. But I still got my short stories, and I would like to get my mind together to be able to write one or two more short stories today. Earlier, it's like with my left tooth right here, it came close to my teeth knocked into each other just by me talking. Like the tooth almost knocked out by me talking. So I need all the help I can get. I mean, I'm not asking for too much. I'm just trying to survive day to day. And I'm saying again, don't believe or listen to the lies, false rumors, and smear campaigns or anything negative about me. And even targets believe in the lies about other targets and participate in the bullying campaign when you're being targeted also. So, I'm just trying to survive day to day, and all my payment information is in the description box of every video. And if you like my short stories, they're on my Ko-fi. And so, my time is about to run out. So, thanks for listening. I'll see y'all.